yeah, then we check this out. So just information about Solasta. What I know so far, it's a CRPG. A new update came out that is available. A free update came out. It's available for the base game and the DLCs, which allows multiplayer, online multiplayer co-op with up to 4 people. So that's what we're doing here now. But also there is a new DLC called Lost Valley. I'm not sure if we're gonna play this or not, but Emile is gonna tell me, or tell us really. But the base game and the first DLC are now on sale if you want to check it out. !Solasta. Yeah. We can delay career difficulty, but can't avoid career. Well, we'll see about it. We will see. So then, I'm gonna tell them that we're ready. Ready. And then I'm gonna say hi and do the things. Okay, I'm gonna call now.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
All right.
Welcome.
Yeah, I was on your stream right now, but I just muted it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, otherwise you'd hear me twice, and yeah.
You?
Welcome in. I'm just adjusting the volume.
Yeah, sure.
That should be good now.
Yeah, you can tell me if the microphone doesn't sound good or anything.
No, this is perfect. This is perfect. So chat, this is Emile, the community lead from Tactical Adventures, working on Solasta. And Emile, this is chat.
Hello, chat.
So I started with just chatting earlier, and then when we ran out of things to do, chat actually told me that character creation apparently takes a really long time. So
it does.
I thought I started already, and I spend like 1.5 hours now in character creation making 2 characters.
All right, that's a lot of time spent.
I'm ready.
Still.
I know, but I wanted to look at all the classes and the character options and the backgrounds, and we spent a long time in this.
Well, at least we're ready now.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, let me just get the multiplayer thing going.
Sure. So you're in the Europe region, right? Because like sometimes the game, depending on where you are, it puts you in like the Russian region or something. We'll don't worry about it.
I mean, I should be in Europe, but I can't really choose it now.
No, it's actually a something we're working on to bring in the next hotfix, because like we realized that the server does not always pick up the most, what it thinks is the best region, but at the end of the day, we had like Spanish people telling us that they ended up on the Russian server, which
that's
usually not what.
Okay, made a new adventure. I'm sending you the password.
Sure. Okay. I'm gonna.
So it's just 2D Series game. I blurred it out, chat. So that's not technical difficulty. I blurred it out so you don't see it. Very, very sneaky and secret. But you don't see the password now.
There we go.
So.
Yep. I'm
Perfect.
good.
You joined. People can see everything again. Hi, Neutronty. Yep. Wait.
So. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. There was a question. Now it's gone. What was it? There was a question about Emile. What was the question? I don't see it anymore.
I think it's about the spelling, right? It's like, is there an E or no
yeah,
E
okay.
at the end?
Perfect. So yeah, there is an E at the end.
Yeah, it's a French name. For those who are wondering, we are a French company, so it's an old French name actually. Not a lot of people are named Emile anymore.
It does sound nice though.
80% of the time when I get like called by some people who don't know me for like services and everything, they call me Emily and they think I'm a girl, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
No, Emile.
I understand. So in German we would say Emil, but then without the E at the end. So I was also not sure, but I didn't assume anything. Reza, right. Thank you so much for the gifts up to Emile. It's very kind of you, very generous, very sweet. Thank you.
So I see you have a barbarian and a paladin, so that we have the front line already covered. I'm going to be picking a sorcerer and a what else could we get? So
you're balancing out what I've done here. Hi Jess, hello.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a bit of healing as well, so I'm gonna take a druid.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So what I've done was basically make the most unrealistic or just weird combination. So we have a snow dwarf, barbarian, aristocrat.
It's all right. I mean,
and the half-orc paladin spy.
Yeah, I mean, everything works, right? It's D&D, so no one's telling you how to play at the end of the day.
I know, and I think that's just so much fun that I have to do it. I couldn't just go with the most usual choices, really. Hi,
Yeah.
Aztec. I had a great weekend, thank you. How about you? Okay, cool. So, campaign, right? So there's the base game, right? And then there's the new DLC that just came out, Lost Valley. What do we play?
We're gonna be playing Lost Valley.
Okay.
For two reasons. First of all, because it's the new DLC, but second, we also realized that the exposition in Crown of the Magister is pretty long. We did sponsor streamed in the past, and it just doesn't flow as well, especially in multiplayer, because you spend a lot of time just watching cutscenes, and for a stream that's not as interesting as just like jumping straight into the game and getting the things just rolling and having fun already.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so the Lost Valley.
Ready up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna read the intro here. As the Principality of Masgarth prepares for war, adventurers discover sites in the Badlands that have lain undisturbed for centuries.
I don't even know where you're seeing that. Oh, wait.
It's on the left. Like I'm hiding it with my camera right now.
Oh, actually, in that case, that's great, because I just realized that there's a bug.
Okay.
Because my description doesn't change. It's like a minor thing, but it's like, oh, well, the description
Okay,
on
no,
my side
I
is just
changed
not
the
the same.
campaign, and then for me it also changed the
Yep.
text. Hi, Shulel, hello.
So you see
Difficulty. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, I was going to say, you see, chat, we're doing live debugging because we're super
Perfect.
prepared.
Absolutely. Also, chat, if you have any questions about the game or just specifically to Emile, just go ahead. Ask the questions. Authentic tabletop rule set. That sounds great. Otherwise, there's story mode, explorer mode, scavenger, cataclysm.
I think authentic is good to
Authentic
start
sounds
with, yeah.
very fun. Am I ready? Oh yeah, I'm ready. Okay, cool. Let's go then. Also, thank you for joining me. I got an achievement. Better with friends. There you go. I've just met you today, but this achievement, yes.
Woo.
Yeah, no, thank you for joining me. I looked at Solasta when it came out, and it looked really cool, but then I didn't want to play it on my own, because it's a time commitment that I just didn't want on my own, but I was waiting for co-op, so I'm very excited about this.
Well, hopefully this is going to convince you to do a run with your friends.
Absolutely, yes. We already made plans that we're going to do that starting on Sunday.
Ooh.
All right, Emile, there's a question for you. Is there something you dev'd for or part of the game you particularly enjoy?
Okay, so just to make it clear, first of all, I'm the community lead, meaning that I technically do not have my hands in the project, as in like I don't code anything or don't change anything myself. But considering we're a very small company, like we're 17 in-house, we end up doing a lot of things. So I ended up designing, for example, a lot of the new subclasses we're seeing here, because I play like D&D a lot, so I help there. I also help like, rebalancing some of the fights and all that. But I do feel like I really enjoyed working on subclasses quite a lot, because we did a lot with the community as well. Like we had one subclass designed by the community for the newer classes for Primal Calling.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
So you're also a quality assurance person, right?
So we do have a QA lead, and we do have a QA intern that has joined us and recently has been that actually has been hired. So no more intern, actually new QA. But we do have like external partner, because of course an RPG like this, you can't really QA with like, even with 10 people would be kind of like pushing it. So we have our QA lead and our QA, and then we have like external QA who help, and the QA lead basically do test plans so that they know what to do, what to test. But even then, you'll see, and we're not really shy to say that there is still bugs here and there, because of the fact that RPGs are usually very sprawling. Like there's tons of things you can do, and since this one is non-linear, you could do a whole lot of things. Like you could do quest A before quest B, and with like quest C.
Yeah, and you can't really test all of that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
of course.
what happened is usually when we release the game, there's always going to be one or two people saying, hey, by the way, I got this giant here and actually tried to do the quest with the giant in my party and it broke something. Now I'm stuck in a cave. And I'm like, oh, okay. So how did that even happen to start with? And then we have to add restrictions. Like recently, before launching the game, we had to say, okay, we need to prevent flight spell to work on the giant because they could just make the giant fly and then just move away from the restrictions because we had like put obstacles so that he couldn't cross the bridge, but otherwise they would just put fly and the giant would just fly over the bridge and then break the game. So
very creative though.
Yeah, that's the fun part about D&D is like you have plenty of things to break the game and you can absolutely do that.
Yeah, so you're basically all the game masters then.
Yeah.
There's another question. Can we kill essential characters?
Yes. In the main campaign that we had, Crown of the Magister, we had kind of like a storytelling thing where it's like really you follow a story. So it was fairly linear. You couldn't do much in the city aside for like trading and all that. But in this one, we said, okay, you know what? We're going to do the total opposite. We're going to try it out. And basically outside the tutorial, every NPC you can kill. You even have like an ending where you just kill every NPC. And because basically the ending is faction based, like, you know, depending on which faction you help, you'll have different endings and different missions. But we thought, what happened if the player just kills every NPC? And we had to have a contingency plan for that. So there is a way to finish the DLC by killing all the NPCs, but you know the story kind of gets muddy because
of course.
Yeah, you just start killing everything, but you can.
So is that an achievement?
There are achievements.
Asking for a friend.
There's no specific achievement for killing every NPC.
Oh, okay.
But
I mean, that's great, of course.
Depending on the ending you get, you will get an achievement. So there is going to be one achievement for. It's not like this particular condition, but like you could leave the valley because you know the gist of the DLC is you get stuck in the valley. You need to leave the valley, and you have different ways to leave the valley, and this one is like one way among the others.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's just jump in. I need to press any key to start. Let's see what we come up with. What we're gonna do.
While the Principality of Masgarth is preparing for war, business is thriving in the Marches. As more Legacy Council agents travel to Copperan, Gala Goldentongue's route expands and his profits increase. The master merchant hired adventurers to escort his caravan.
Oh, so that's going to be us?
Yeah.
One day, at one of Gala's usual camping spots near Copperan, a group of wounded travelers seek hospitality, bringing the promise of adventure to our hero's routine journey. All right then. Hi, Alice the Demon.
Does this happen often? Wounded strangers setting up camp near the caravan?
Oh yes, these sites are well known to all who travel in the Marches. Sadly, they're not here for shopping.
Do you know them?
Well, the lady is from the Legacy Council in Caer Kiflin. The man here is Lord Ammond, also from the capital. I spoke with a half-elf briefly. Her name is Layrin Catpaw. They're looking for someone.
I like our group.
They were 10 strong. Then they met a bunch of orcs.
We look fantastic.
Tell you more.
We do.
Why don't you do it?
It's a strategy. You'll see.
Okay, you're the boss.
So I just realized that I had actually muted my sound, which is why I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, I see.
From the game.
I need to move my camera. I'm hiding stuff.
You can move on the bottom right. Usually there isn't anything really important about that, so if that's where you want to move.
Okay, yeah.
So while you're doing that, fun fact chat, the actual intro cutscene that you saw here was added very late in the DLC development. At first, it just jumped straight into, like, it was black screen with the text and jumped straight into the cutscene. And we realized that narrative-wise, it was kind of like too sudden. So this is actually our art director doing sketches. The things you're seeing here is by his hand.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, you can increase the quality level of the graphics.
Yeah, I don't know
Normally it shouldn't.
why it defaulted to low. That's very surprising.
We hadn't added yet the automated check. Like it would just say, okay, like to be sure that the person doesn't have any performance issues. We're gonna start everyone on low.
Okay.
Of course, this is not something that's optimal, so we are working on adding a automated check on seeing the computer VRAM.
Oh, it's all good.
So I'll let you just explore and talk to the NPCs.
Yeah. All right. Helia Fairblade. Who are you? Do you see that too now?
Lady.
What do you want?
Just introducing ourselves.
I'm Helia Fairblade, Senior Deputy of the Legacy Council.
Do you need equipment? Master Gala has everything you need.
Do you think we came here empty-handed?
Oh no.
So what you see here is kind of like the decision system, which in multiplayer you can see like where I'm putting my mouse as well.
Yeah.
And there is a voting system. So since we're only 2, it doesn't really work because like the host gets the the final say. But if we were like 3-person and 2 people voted no and you voted yes, it would still take the no over yours.
Okay.
But yeah, since we're only 2 and I say select no and you select yes, it will select the host one in priority.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I want to say yes.
Yep. Go ahead.
No, but you might miss 1 or 2 things that are going to make a difference.
That's a fun system. Okay. Failing everything.
Thank you. Anything else?
Who's the man you're looking for?
His name is Marin Ving. He was presumed to be dead. But recently, Copperan opened a diplomatic channel with Caer Kifling. We heard that Ving was here recently, buying food rations from Master Golden Tongue.
Who is he?
I'm not at liberty to say more. My apologies.
Fine.
Anything else?
No, we should go.
Someone subbed.
Thank you, Mouse Up, for the resub. Thank you very much for 9 months. Welcome back. So we're doing great with our roles here. Perfect.
Yeah. Don't worry too much about the roles in our games. Usually, like even if you fail a roll, it doesn't really matter too much. It just changes the story a little bit. But we rarely block anything behind the roll. So
Okay.
I'm going to be talking to Lord Hammond. That might just bring you in.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Clear skies, my lord.
What is it?
Oh yeah, it's
Anything you
perfect.
need from the store?
I'm not here to shop.
Then what are you here for?
Looking for this damn Marin Ving. He was here. You may have seen him.
We're new, so probably not.
Well, he's a ruffian, and he has a debt of honor.
Hi, Eternal Squid.
So when you miss an insight check, the only thing it does is that you don't get the percentage chances at the end, because normally if you succeed, it tells you which option has the more chance of actually succeeding. Here you see that there is an aristocrat tag, and that is because it's not like a roll; it's actually coming from a background. So you took a barbarian aristocrat. So technically you have this option in the dialogue.
Yeah, perfect. Honor is very important.
Well, if it's a question of honor, he needs to be found.
Absolutely. I'm happy to see that this word still means something in this forsaken place.
Stay in the light, my lord.
Oh, stay in the light.
Ah,
I understand
you're here.
now.
Master Golden Tongue tells me you're good people. As you've heard, my expedition is short-handed.
Lost 6, we heard.
Unfortunate. If you join my search party, I'd pay well. 5 gold pieces a day, each. 25 up front. I need Marin Ving found, and we know he was here. It was a while ago, but if we're careful, we can pick up his tracks.
Right? I'll let you do the negotiation.
Ooh. Well, I assume no, we do have standard equipment, right?
We do have, but they could give us something more interesting.
Well, we
Or we
want.
could just take gold.
Nah, we want equipment then.
All right, let's go with that.
Gold is no use to us here. We need better equipment.
I don't have much, but our fallen comrades had some things.
Dust
What
of
say you?
disappearance. Huh. Healing potion. But then you said you can heal, right? I think
Yes.
I can also heal a bit. Well, I suppose
You
I'd
can also
rather
heal a bit,
take the
yes.
gold then.
The gold? All right. Let's go with the gold.
I thought it was something
We'll
really
take the
cool,
gold.
like, I don't know,
Excellent.
fancy armor or
I
something.
moved the barrier. I believe
That
this
would
is
be a
good place to
little bit
start.
too much at
Stay
level
in the
1, I
line.
think.
Well, we could try.
Yeah, I mean, negotiation always is something. I'm gonna check something here.
5 gold a day, find him day 1, sit and play cards for a few days, right? We can just not find him immediately. It's a great idea.
I don't think the employer would very much like that.
Probably not.
That's a bunch of footprints. More than just one man.
So watching the streamers who's been playing like multiplayer with friends, don't worry, it's customary to have everyone just run around everywhere and then get lost or start a combat when the other is like 5 miles away.
Yeah, okay.
Hopefully that shouldn't happen too much here, because I'm here as a support, but but yeah. So the things you can see, like if you press left out, you can see that everything that you can interact with is highlighted. That
Okay.
helps if you're kind of lost.
That's good.
It shows, like, for example, anything that you can loot, for example. Well, yeah, I can see that you're already going for the bush.
I'm going for the bush, yes.
Yeah.
For...
And the way
it's an
it
angry
works-
bush.
It's an angry bush, very angry.
Okay,
Especially
cool.
since you're stealing things.
Oh, this is stealing?
Well, I guess it's
Oh, it's just nature, isn't it?
yeah, nature's bounty.
Oh,
Everyone can get a piece of it.
I can have it. Yeah, so my barbarian is kind of evil.
This is all
Is
falling
he?
apart.
Maybe.
Let's take a souvenir.
So there've been people asking us, can we do like an evil run and stuff like this? So in the base game, no, because it was kind of like a story. You didn't really have a lot of choices in it.
Yeah.
You're playing a bunch of heroes, right? So you're saving the world. Here, since you can technically kill everyone and there's factions that are not very nice, yes, the answer is yes. You can absolutely play as an evil person.
Oh, nice. I mean, I'm not super
Although-
evil, but I've got 18 points in violence.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Well.
Yes, yeah, we know.
Okay, well, I'll have to expect not every NPC will make it out alive when we talk to them then.
We'll see. Oh, I'm sure. I've got a reputation to uphold, so.
Watch your step. This looks familiar.
Okay.
So in dark environments like this, the best would be to usually light a torch, and the reason for that is because one, otherwise you can't really see much on the stream, and second, of course, is also because for
Someone
creatures or let's say races that don't have dark vision. Wait, it's a dwarf, right? You have a dwarf and a half orc.
Yes.
Okay, so both of your characters have
They have
dark vision,
dark
so you
vision,
don't
yes.
really. Yeah, so light doesn't really matter to you.
Yeah, it looks really okay. I don't think I need the torch.
Yeah, there are some areas that are very dark, and like I've seen streamers not use torches because it's not something that a lot of games kind of like encourage you to do.
True. Yes.
And you end up having really, really dark streams. And I'm like, oh, God, please light a torch. The art director's crying.
All right.
That someone wanted to
Noted.
rest here, but had to leave in a hurry.
Did you hear that?
Must have been the wind. Cease Walk, thank you very much for the 8 months. Welcome back. A bear.
A bear. So that's our good little tutorial bear.
All right,
coming
cool.
here to show you how combat works.
Yes. Yeah, right. I have melee classes, so
Exactly.
which is
So as a
unusual for
barbarian-
me.
I don't know how much you want me to like walk you through like the different features or different things, or if you want to like uncover them yourself.
I think I'd like to just discover that myself. But
All right.
if you see me do something really silly, then just tell me.
No worries.
So I have this Curie difficulty, as I call it, where I just don't see certain mechanics or forget about them. So if you notice that, please tell me.
I'll just give you a general rundown of the class, and then you can, like, I'm not going to tell you what to attack or who or what to do.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
That would just be backseat. So the Barbarian has a rage mechanics, as you can see, like next to the end turn, where you can rage as a bonus action, and then during the combat, as long as you don't like stop attacking or stop getting attacked, you will get resistance. So like the enemies will deal less damage to you, and you also deal like more damage. Because you're a barbarian, so that's how it works. So usually rage is always good to do.
Yeah, it sounds like it's always good to do that, right?
Yep.
Rare, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Welcome, hello. Thanks for the support. It's good to have you. Also, chat, if anybody wants to know more about Solasta and you don't want to ask us because you're shy or whatever the reason, there's a panel below the stream or ! Solasta. If you have a question for me or for Emile, please ask us. And I'm gonna go rage now. Perfect.
A modest success.
Well, that's not bad.
Oh, that poor bear. Just took half of his health away.
Yeah, just with one attack. Okay, so that was me now, so...
And that is you
Oh yeah,
again.
the next one, right. Yeah, Rhubarbara. Perfect.
Rhubarbara.
I let chat name my characters.
The puns are real.
Oh, the puns are very strong, yes. I don't hate bears, but it's attacking us.
Alright, it's already it has 1 HP left.
You get the last hit though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and even like I'm gonna go punch him. Oh, actually,
Oh no!
Never mind, I just missed. Let's see, Breck. You're a pre-made character. Do you have anything interesting to do? Yes, kinda. Okay, I'm gonna.
Thank you, Reza, for the 100 bits and starting a hype train. Thank you very much.
There we
The
go.
next one.
Well done. Victory.
I see
Oh,
a question.
bestiary. Wait, question.
Yes. I see a question about multi-classing. We do not plan to do multi-classing. The reason for that is just so that you know, multi-classing is basically you have your, let's say, barbarian, and you say at level 2, I don't want to be a barbarian anymore. I want to do like 1 level in wizard. And there are mods out there doing that, but the reason why we're not implementing it ourselves is because the amount of bugs it could create is insane. Like, having different features not working well together and all that. So the good thing about modding is that since it's not officially supported, you can actually do that. And if it breaks a few things, it's okay. It's a mod, right?
Yeah.
But we as a company can't really say, oh, well, we just implemented multi-classing in an update, and if it breaks, it's okay, right? It's like, the company can't really tell you that. That wouldn't be very serious. So, oh, you just pinged something.
Oh, I didn't mean to, sorry.
So yeah, this is also the ping system. So because we don't have like in-game chat, and the reason for that is actually very, very fun. It's just the fact that we are on Game Pass, and so for those who didn't know, and you may not want to buy Solasta at full price, or even now like minus 60% is still like $15. For those of you who might just want to test it, we are on the Microsoft Game Pass, so
that is great.
You can just get it there. The DLC is not like free, but the base game is. It should give you an idea if you should like the game or not. And because it's Microsoft, it means anything that has to do with online is very, very regulated. So if we had to add, in-game chat, it would have tons of restrictions and things you have to be careful about. And it's like, oh, you can't have links. You have to have like censored and all. And I'm like, okay, well, we're not going to do that because it just takes too much time. We're just going to add pings and hope people just jump on Discord.
Yeah, I don't really think too many people are going to play with randoms. I don't know.
Oh, you would be surprised, actually.
Really?
I also didn't think so. And when we started doing right now on our Discord server, we have a lot of empty voice channels so people can join in. And we've seen a lot of people just drop by and say, hey, I just got the game, and I don't know a lot of people. Like, is there any game up open? And a lot of people just say, yeah, sure, just join us.
Okay.
So,
yeah, fair enough.
I was very surprised too. I was like, oh, I didn't expect anyone would play outside their friends. And
yeah, but hey, why not?
Yeah, That's
Absolutely. Jess, thank you very much for your resub as well. Thank you for 35 months already. And welcome back. You like the ping mechanic? It's good, yeah. Ooh, there's lots of stuff here. Smith's toolkit, projectile parts,
it all.
shields, arrows. Do you need arrows?
I mean, you can grab it. It's never lost. At worst, we just sell it at some point. I don't think we have any like technically ranged characters here. We only have like spellcasters and melee characters.
Yeah, true.
But that being said, I do believe, if I remember, that druids can use bows. I'll have to check again.
Did you loot this, I don't know, mushroom? No, flower here earlier?
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. The one right below you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hey, Dragon Man, welcome.
Cataclysm difficulty Iron Man mode with strangers. Don't do that.
That doesn't sound good.
Especially Iron Man, I would highly encourage you not to do that in multiplayer until we've really worked out the bugs, because Iron Man doesn't let you like load your save, and in multiplayer there's like a ton of things that could go wrong with like desynchronization. Like desynchronization, for those who don't know, is when what I see on my screen is not the same that Kiri sees on her screen, and that just ends up being like, for example, I rolled 3, she rolls a 9, and like let's say the bear dies on her screen and not on mine, and then we're stuck in combat. Like Kiri can move because the combat is over, but I'm stuck in combat because the bear is technically dead but still alive on my screen. So since you cannot reload in Iron Man, then you basically lost the run just because of the desync. And right now we're still looking at every single thing that can desync.
That's a really good point, yeah. Thank you for being honest. Chat appreciates it.
Don't worry about it. Okay,
let's talk to her.
Yes.
So, what do you have for me?
We found an abandoned camp. And this.
This belongs to Marin Ving. Excellent work.
Hi,
Yes.
Visa welcome.
We'll search the area carefully in the morning. We need to know where he went. Team up with my people if you like.
We'll keep that in mind.
See you around.
I love my dwarf.
She looks perfect.
She does. I have a question. On the left, we see our characters, and there's a number below that. Like 15 out of 15 for my dwarf.
That's the health.
Oh.
So it's
so Bragg
easier
only
to
has
know.
9? Oh my.
Yeah, because you have a barbarian, and barbarians usually very, very tough. They're like frontliner, and
and the
paladin's
too.
also very tough.
Yeah.
For me, usually I should have less health than I have, but I think Hector, the pre-made sorcerer, has quite high constitution. He has like 18 constitution, which is rare for sorcerers.
Yeah.
So let's see, what does Cream has to say to us?
Let's see.
Clear skies.
Hi there. Name's Crim Sunsail. You're working for the merchant. Escort?
Yes.
The marches are a good place to gain some experience, or to get killed.
Well, you're here.
Sure. There's money to be made. A debt to collect from this guy, Ving.
What if he's dead?
We'll see.
Oh,
Ooh,
a success as
we
once.
got something.
All right. Ooh, that's a 100% guarantee with the low life background. Let's go with that.
There's more about him.
Ha! Am I so easy to read?
Can't fool me, brother.
He has a diamond instead of a tooth, I hear. Not easy to see in the back of the mouth.
So, even if he's dead, there's money to make?
Yep.
Thanks.
Sounds
See you
good.
around.
Thanks.
Yep.
Let's make money.
Well, I feel like this NPC is a little bit because he's not looking at us when he's talking.
Yeah, I was
That's
wondering
not
if he was
normal.
blind.
No, I think it's just the look at that is broken.
Okay.
Hey, I heard you killed a bear.
and now he's
Now
looking
he's
at us.
looking up.
You wouldn't happen to have its pelt with you?
Why?
I got this crafting project. Boots. I need a brown bear's pelt.
Did you loot it? Because when I went back to
Yeah.
check, it was empty. Okay.
Are we selling it? Or are we...
What else do we need it for? Can we craft something with it?
Well, we could always ask what his crafting recipe is.
Oh, yeah. Let's do
Let's
that.
go there.
What are you crafting?
Boots of the Winterland.
Winterland.
The pelt for the recipe. I think
Yes,
that's a good...
yes.
Yeah.
We'll take the recipe.
I'm a snow dwarf.
Works
I
for
need
me.
boots of the Winterland.
So, I don't think we can craft it yet. If you open your inventory and look at the crafting tab, what does it take? So we need the brown bear pelt, a minor shard of ice, and an emerald. That's not gonna be
Yeah, maybe not.
Yep, not now. So we need to level up. So we just need to do this little long rest here, which I'm
Okay.
going to let you do because you're the host.
Do we need to do that for the level up?
Yep. So in D&D 5e, level ups are only completed when you do a long rest. And that is exactly what's happening here. You just need to click on the start long rest on the bottom right, and it's gonna go.
All right, cool.
And there we go. We can level up.
And your torch is gone.
Oh yeah, the torch is like time limited, unfortunately. So let me see what I can put.
I've gained 10 hit points. I'm OP now.
Yeah, barbarians with high constitution are really, really tough.
Very nice. Reckless attack. And danger sense. I like it. Okay, but there's nothing that I need to pick. It's telling me this is what I've got now.
Yes. So
Good.
for most martial fighters, you'll see that they have less choices than for spellcasters, because spellcasters have different spells they learn every level.
Yeah.
Which is why for newer players, it's always better to not better, but let's say more simple, to start with a like, you know, martial class like a fighter or a barbarian and all that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
And then my paladin has divine smite, fighting
Yes.
style, and paladin spellcasting. Cool.
so you can actually choose a fighting style.
Oh yeah, right. If I go to next, I can choose a fighting style. All right, defense, dueling, great weapon fighting, or protection. Huh.
So I'll let
I have
you
a
choose.
shield right now.
Yes. Protection is pretty good when you're in the front line, but it doesn't scale too well in the late game because you can only protect against one attack, and some monsters attack like 3-4 times in the late game.
Okay.
So, but it's always good, especially in the beginning if you're getting dying too much.
Yeah.
Dueling is also very good because if you plan to play with a sword and shield or like one-handed weapon, it's always additional damage. And of course, defense is just like, you know, more armor, so it can't go wrong with that. Great weapon fighting is only if you go two-handed.
Yeah, I saw that. So for dueling, it says wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapon, but a shield.
A shield is not a
counts?
weapon, so
All right.
you're fine with dueling.
I'm gonna go for dueling then. All NPCs can die, chat. There is your question answered again. I got a tutorial hint right now.
Okay, so now you can
Oh.
do the close.
I need to
and-
prepare my spells first because I have spellcasting now.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Just another minute.
Take your time.
I have full spells. Oh, I can prepare for.
Yes.
Cure wounds. I suppose that's a good thing to have.
Yeah, you cannot go wrong with cure wounds. But to be honest, as a paladin, most of the time what you will do with your spell slot is smite, which is deal more damage to anything you touch.
I like that. It's not actually a spell though, is it?
Smite?
Yeah.
No, smite is not a spell,
Yeah,
but
okay.
it consumes
Let's go
your
with
spell
this.
slots.
Right. Good then.
All
Nice.
right. Oh, I completely auto torch already? Oh no, it's okay. I have a lot of them.
I also have
There you go.
torches, so I could give you torches, I suppose.
That's all good. So we can recruit one guy to help us. Let's see. Do we go with Lord Hammond? Do we go with Prim, or do we take Laren? Which one do you fancy most?
Have we talked to Laren before?
I don't think we have. Should maybe talk to her.
I don't remember, at least. Let's see.
Don't even try to sell me your stuff.
Why not?
I know Galar's jacking his prices up because we're on the road.
You're in the business?
No, I joined the party hoping to find some historical treasures.
Discount? Sounds good.
Actually, Galar offers a discount for council agents.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Lowering the inflated prices to the regular prices? No thanks.
Fair enough.
I'm pretty sure if we get off the road, we'll find some antiques.
Well, if you do, I might be interested in buying.
We'll keep that in mind.
Stay in the light.
Wait,
Stay in the
actually,
light.
I think we did find some antique. Yeah, we did find some.
Did we?
Yep, I picked up one on the column or something that I
Oh, cool.
checked.
Looks like you brought me
Well
some.
then.
Multiple items, actually. They seem connected.
By all the gods! Thanks a lot. This makes my day. Here, take this. I have no use for it, but maybe you will.
Thank you. Stay in the light, friend.
What did she give us?
Piece of paper?
Oh, antitoxin.
Well, that's good. Convenient. Does Solasta run under Linux with Proton? Do you know?
So officially we're not supporting Linux because it's way too much work for like a small company like ours to maintain. But I do believe some people have managed to make it work. That said, I do not know if you can make multiplayer work with Linux. So again, it's like not officially supported. So if you do want to try, just make sure that you refund within 2 hours on Steam if it doesn't work on your computer.
I think it's really great that you're so honest about this. It's amazing. You don't see that often.
I used to work with different sides of company, like Ubisoft and all that. The thing is, like, since we're a smaller company, we can afford to have those open conversation. You decided to go with Laren then?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, the point I was making is that when you have a very large company, like I know a lot of people like to drone about EA or Ubisoft or Blizzard saying, oh, big company, big corpo, lying to us and all that. It's more a question of, it's very hard to control information when there's too many people. And if people start saying whatever they want, it starts to become very, very confusing for the... Oops, that's not the way we go.
Yeah, apparently. I can't continue this way.
Yeah, we have to go back to the cave to find this Marin Ving. I think we might have overlooked something. But yeah, I was saying, sorry if I drone out about, by the way, just cut me if it's not relevant or people don't care. But when talking about like bigger companies, it's very hard for the communication team to have like a very easy way to say what they want, because there's a lot of people in the chain of command, right? So you want to say something, you got to check with your boss, and the boss has to change with his boss, and et cetera, et cetera. And at the end of the day, maybe one in the chains thinks it's too risky to talk about certain things, so they put a lid on it, and they say, oh, well, we shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
This is why a lot of time when you look at like communication from bigger companies, you might feel like it's kind of like, smoke screen. There's not much you learn from that. And it's very sanitized. It's because there's a lot of people involved in the process. For smaller companies like ours, like I could say pretty much anything I want. There's like some more, if it's really, really risky, I might talk about, to my boss about it. But usually he just trusts me on how we do communication. And to go and wrap up back to what we were saying at the beginning about honesty, it's also because like, smaller companies like ours, like any companies like ours, we basically thrive by making a direct link to the community, which is not something that you can always do as a bigger company because you don't really need to. You already have a lot of people. But for us, we kind of need to like, you know, kind of make contact with the people who play with us or play our game.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks for the insight.
Sorry, I just went ahead and opened a secret passage.
That's okay, that's okay. I was looting, I found acid and a brown patch or something.
That can always be useful later for looting and all that. But yeah, if you do the cautious, you can see like on your screen there's like a cautious button, and that allows you to sneak around and also see like tracks.
Oh.
So I was just following tracks, and I saw like an opening in the wall.
Oh, that's good to know.
Right, let's move.
We're gonna be sneaky. So this is probably where that guy is that we need to find.
We can't go back.
Oop, oop, oop.
Well, you broke it.
Yep, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's start moving.
Oh, sorry. I keep pinging because I highlight what I can interact with. Can you say anything about the plans for the future of this game? Is there a roadmap?
So we usually do not do like roadmaps because it's not like a live service game. But what we do is usually we like try to do like DLCs. For example, the first one added 2 classes. This one added like an adventure. Are we gonna do a third DLC?
And subclasses as well.
And subclasses, yeah. But are we gonna do a third DLC? We don't really know yet. It depends a lot on, you know,
I think that's just
performance and, you know, how it goes. It's always like that with like smaller companies like us. We're self-published, so we also, you know, it always depends on a lot of factors like the sales, how much it would cost to do a next DLC, you know, what we would put in it. Do we want to start working on another project as well? Because we will have to remember that you also have like motivation, team motivation, that is a factor in what we do. So if everyone is going to be like, we're tired of making DLCs, we want to make another game, then it can also push the balance towards, okay, let's just stop making DLCs, let's work on a second game, and all those kind of thing. So I cannot really reveal much, aside from, don't worry, we're actually working on stuff. But yeah.
All right, good.
And as the Kiribot is saying, don't let your Prime gaming go to waste. If you have Amazon Prime, it's like a free sub. Just go ahead.
Thank you. But it's true.
Wait. Redeemers?
We don't stand a chance.
Oh, we got this.
Find a way around and return to the camp.
Yeah. Those things are really, really tough. We should absolutely not fight them.
Oh. Okay. Remain cautious.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I got loot earlier. A sword and shield and stuff. A breastplate.
You can drag and drop the items in different people's inventory if you want to like move them around.
Oh, that's good.
But as far as I know, I think your barbarian does not need the breastplate because barbarians have this special feature where their constitution increases their AC, their armor as well. Guess it's because they're like so tough. So I don't believe you need to use the breastplate. And I certainly cannot use the breastplate because I have like casters.
Okay. On my other person is chainmail, so it also doesn't need it.
I think I'm gonna need you to help me with this.
Yeah, I'm on it. There's a pilgrim bug over there.
Oh, we're just gonna go around it.
My apps of steel deflect the enemy attacks.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, and D&D armor is kind of like it's not like, you know, they miss or not. It's just saying, hey, you just power through the pain and all that, and local men too angry to die or something.
I clicked on a skeleton, but I failed the check. So I suppose we're not going to find out what it is. I like the map the way it looks and that you can also see enemies and things you can interact with. That's really cool.
Oh yeah, the blueprint map. It's actually something we came up very early on with, and we were actually very happy about it. It's one of the things that people praised since the very beginning. Maps are always a big headache, especially in games where you have like different like verticality.
Yeah.
And ours actually worked pretty great because you could really see the level as it is, and
yeah, it's amazing. I like it. What is this game? This is Solasta, Crown of the Magister, but we're playing the DLC now that just came out. It's called Lost Valley. So the DLC was released last week. The actual base game, could you help out there?
Yeah, it was like 1 year ago. We released it in like end of May. And the early access release was actually 1.5 years ago. Like it was in, I think it was like October or something.
Nice.
And by the way, for those who wonder, yeah, the having early access on a RPG game is kind of rough because of the, you're spoiling half of the story, and people just don't necessarily want to come back to finish the story and all that.
Yeah.
So it's much easier to do roguelikes or stuff like that.
There's another door behind us.
There is. Do you want to check it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh crap! I think I just got spotted by something. Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm all the way in the back now.
It's all right. So we have some ghouls.
All right.
Let's see.
Shula is saying that there's a tooltip error. When you interact with objects, the tooltip says click to open or close this door. So not open, but open.
Open? It's...
Apparently.
Oh, no, I actually see click to open / close, like properly spelled. It's okay, don't worry about it. Like, I'm sure there will be other bugs that people will find.
Oh, yeah.
So I turn. Okay, you have the NPC now.
Is that because I'm the host or because I hired her?
So it's because you're the host. The NPCs are not, you cannot say who will actually control them. I think the game just tries to, even out. For example, if we had a second NPC joining us, I believe that the second NPC I would get the control over.
Okay, yeah. I like that.
Okay, so Mr. Ghoul, what can I do? I think I'm just gonna slash you. Ooh,
well,
that's a hit.
It's already dead.
Just gonna move next to the NPC.
Could the characters fail a dex save and not make the jump over the chasm?
So we don't have, oh, well, I'm dead now because I failed the jump and I fell into the hole. But what happened is during combat, it can absolutely screw you over because if you fail the athletic checks because you're not athletic enough, you will fall on your face and you will lose that turn.
Oh, okay. But it's good that you can't die because of that.
Oh, yeah, I understand what you mean, like Shulalil. We had that. Yeah, we know about that issue. It's just that we need, and the fun part. Okay, so
I understand that too.
Let me get you in a bit of the all that the programming and all that. The part about this that is annoying is that we would have to go through every single little item that had this information and change it because it's not like a general thing. So it would be like, oh, this particular chest is saying open, close. Okay, that's good. This whatever, and it's like, it's like a chair suddenly saying click to open or close. We would need to find that chair and change it here.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wait, reacting to Divine Smite?
Yeah, you can actually use Smite to increase the damage once you hit the enemy.
Yes. Beautiful.
The Paladin is also known as the
like this.
The boss killer. Oh, we have zombies there behind us now.
All right.
All right, let me see.
It'll be fine.
I'm going to use a firebolt. Oof, not dead.
Was that an invented language?
Oh, this one is just the spellcasting chants that has been added with this update. It just takes a prefix and an affix. So Solasta, for example, and I think Malmus or something. Yeah, it's just rubbish. Don't worry about it.
I just like languages, so I'm always interested.
Battle.
That was a sneak attack, even.
Yep.
Look at
She's
me.
a sneaky one.
Nice. Hi, Tyler. Is there flanking in combat?
Nope. There's no flanking. Reason for that is because it's an optional rule, and because flanking usually goes against the player. What it means is that you will often have more monsters than players, and monsters will flank you much more often than players flank enemies. So it can be very frustrating for the player because they just get hit all the time because of flanking.
That makes sense. So basically, if we want to know about the rules, we should just check D&D the 5th edition, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
We have thought at some point to add like some kind of big, I don't know, like compendium or something, but it turned out that it would be a lot of information. We didn't really have like the system to make it look good. So, there we go. That's
Well
a
done.
dead zombie. We just need a skeleton now. And we just thought that, you know, the basics usually during the first campaign is pretty much explains. And if you want to really get into it, you can absolutely get online and look at the SRD. Where's the skeleton at? Oh, it's over there.
It's further north.
Yep,
Well, actually, this
I
is
see
not
it now.
north. It's further west.
Yeah, the orientation is kind of wonky there, so don't worry about it.
I just thought north of how we came in here, but yeah, no, that makes sense. So Todd is asking a question, and feel free to just completely ignore it, but any chance for Kiri to voice a character in the future?
Actually, we have worked with Ko so in the main campaign, he has a character that well, people who actually watch him probably will recognize. Okay, I can't see jack shit because he's in the darkness. I'm just gonna use magic missile.
Solasta, evil.
But we're not close to those kind of things. It's just that it's usually kind of it's kind of hard because to get proper sound, people usually need to go to studios, and it's very expensive.
Of course.
So even if, like, let's say, like, you know, we have quite a few content creators who said, hey, we would be interested in actually voicing characters and all that. I think in this DLC we do have a few cameos from Dingle Doodle. So for those who don't know, Dingle Doodle is a content creator for D&D on YouTube, especially.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, the thing about it is that if we really wanted good sound, we would need to have them go to studios, recording studios. It's very expensive. Voice acting is usually very expensive. And we also don't feel too comfortable in, you know, just accepting kind of like, hey, you can voice for us because you're interested, and we don't pay anything because that's what you want, right? But it kind of feels scummy a bit, right? So we are like, you know,
Yeah.
we do like doing that because people are super excited about it. It also, you know, kind of give a little bit more visibility. But at the end of the day, it's still things that are not getting paid, right? Like, or paid very, very cheaply for what it is. So it's kind of a middle ground. We like to do it, but at the same time, we kind of always wonder if it's right to do it.
I get that.
That's a lot of hand axes. I'm actually gonna give it to the barbarian here. Here we go.
All right.
Just give you a
Oh, and
ton-
a strange key.
Yep.
Because I couldn't open the door in the back.
Yeah.
So I suppose we can do
are
that with
going
a
to-
key then. Yeah.
Exactly. We're gonna just do that.
Hi, Theranum. So my chat obviously wants me to voice something in the game, and I would love that too. But I mean, you just explained it.
I mean, it's not like we're close to the idea, right? It's always just a question of, okay, so how can we do it? Like, you know, what are the details? What the timing? You know, when it's a cameo,
We're
it's
out.
okay. Oh,
This place is the Redeemer's Nest.
I thought we didn't want to fight
we're going
those.
to get back to the camp.
We can't.
On the other hand, I think Maron Ving went this way too. See?
I hope that's not him.
Oh. Well, we found a corpse. Oh, achievement.
So, yeah, that's the start basically of the adventure. As in, we are now trapped in the valley, and this is basically the explanation of why we can't go back. Is because it's a Redeemer's Nest. So that's why, even though the valley is going to be very dangerous, we can't just waltz out and say, "Oh, you know what? Screw that. I'm out."
Yeah.
Can you play multiplayer via Steam Remote Play?
Why would you though?
Yeah.
Oh, because only one has the game, right? Probably that's why.
Well, I mean, it's a turn-based game, right? So you could always do the good old hot seat, just like in the good old days, where you just play your turn and.
Yeah, I suppose. But then it's also on Game Pass, and I acknowledge, and there is cross-play.
Exactly. And the DLC is synced with the host. So even if you only have the Game Pass and the host has Lost Valley, you can play the Lost Valley.
Which is really nice. We did go through the door. That was just the exit that we took. So we got the key and then we went back to the door.
All right. Fairy Fire.
Were we fighting? Oh, gorillas. I see.
Angry gorillas.
I'm gonna come down here. Bloody Drungo, have a good night. I don't know why I said your full name now, but have a good night. Sleep well. Thank you so much for being here today. Also, keep up the great work with Solasta. Emile, that's for you.
Thanks.
Sorry, I forget to end my turn after I moved. No, you're not in trouble. I don't know why I said the full name. Sorry. Drongo, have a good night. That's a lot of gorillas.
Yeah, there are like 5 of them.
We got this.
Honestly, the DLC is a lot, not a little bit, like much harder than the base game because, you know, it's a DLC, so most people already played the base game. It used to only be 4 gorillas. Now there's like 5 because we rebalanced it a bit. Like people are saying it's just too easy and all that. But for newer players, if you start with the DLC, you should, if you're getting your ass beat, you should absolutely consider just lowering difficulty 1 step to Explorer mode. Just because of the fact that the number of monsters and, you know, their strength is usually a little bit higher than what you would find in the base campaign.
All right, good to know.
All right. Oh, I do have AoE. So let me see. Can I get more of them? I'm going to kill myself if I do that.
That's not good.
Yeah, I shouldn't go any further than this. Even if I do want to catch the last gorilla. Actually, you know what? Screw that.
I think I have a Revivify scroll.
Big damage.
Solasta, Evo, Malmis.
Not big damage. And I think I can do...
Are they stunned?
Yes.
Was that glowing thing above their heads?
It's the Fairy Fire that I casted with my Druid.
Okay.
So they're easier to hit. Those with like little light on their head are easier to hit.
Okay, good to know. I wanted to ask about the story, because now we're in the Lost Valley. That's the name of the DLC. But is there an overall story where you'd recommend just playing the base game first and then the DLC, or does it not matter?
So, oh crap, I screwed up. This is not what I wanted to do. So yeah, the order of things are basically those 2 stories are separate. So
good.
There's no real link between them. So those 2 stories, you don't need to play the base game to know what the hell is going on here.
I like that.
Yeah, it's 2 different stories, level 1 to 12. There's going to be mention of the main game of what's happening, but not like in a very relevant manner. Oof, that's a rock flying in the distance.
Can I take a nightbot? Alex does a love-hate relationship with the game. You love the game, but you hate your dice rolls. Yeah, no, I understand. Usually, when you play D&D IRL, you would just take a different set of dice, right? So, like, you can't really do that in the game, can you?
The dice gel.
Mm.
Well, we do have something if you wanted to do that, as in, like, you can change the dice color if you wanted to.
I saw that, yeah.
Just to say, okay, red dice are not making it for me. I'm just gonna switch it to green or something.
You know, fair enough. You can do this, yes. I'm going to do a reckless attack.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Nice.
I think you can run up to me if you can.
I can't drop down the ledge, but I got closer at least.
Yeah, that's good. Hopefully they'll start
With this
like
one I
aiming
can.
at you instead of me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go here.
Ooh.
I'll protect you.
You never stood a chance.
I might have been overkill, but it looked great. Yeah, we're fighting gorillas' legs. Also, now it makes sense when you said stay in the light. I know what you meant now.
Hmm. There's actually lore. Oof.
Deal with it.
That's a big rock.
Whoa.
So as I was saying, there's actually a lore reason for the stay in the light. Which is more explained. Well, in this one, in this DLC, there's not a. Whoa! Oh, that was
Nice.
a critical hit. Yeah, I was wondering why it dealt so much damage. But in this DLC, you won't get a lot of lore about Solasta as the world of Solasta, which is mostly in the main campaign.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the main campaign goes about the past of. Okay, so I have no free hand. So it goes about the past and explains, you know, why things are happening as it is. Okay, so they're all too far. Crap. Yep, I'm just gonna skip. Oh no, actually, I'm gonna turn into a wolf.
It's all good, Todd.
There we go. And yeah, the story goes about like what happened in the past. It's actually linked to the campaign. And Stay in the Light is actually something that references that, where there was a cataclysm in the past, and the light is basically whatever is like safer. So that's a way of saying, you know, stay safe.
Yeah, okay. Good. Malamba saw the game the other day. The option of loaded dice is not to get too much bad luck.
Yes. There's an option in the difficulty settings.
That's cheating.
It's.
But it is nice. No, I think it's good to have the option.
So it is cheating, but at the same time, you have to realize that there's a lot of games that do that without you knowing it. For example, XCOM 2 does that. Even though people love to ramble about XCOM and missing their 95% chance of it. We just felt like we should at least make this disclaimer that, you know, you can do true RNG and have like 3 ones in a row.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's 15 damage.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, you rolled a...
It was a crit.
Good lord, you have like 20 in strength?
Yeah.
Oof, alright. I was wondering. That's a lot of damage from a single swing.
Yeah, I re-rolled several times. So I like achievements and achievement hunting. So Lex in my chat told me to re-roll 20 times for the achievement. And I just re-rolled a couple more times to get at least 3 high dice.
I think no one's gonna blame you for that, because that's what we used to do as well on like the good old Baldur's Gate 1. Just click on it until you have like the god scores.
Yeah, right.
Alright.
Well, I didn't max the character creation, but I certainly spent a lot of time doing it. But it was fun.
1 gorilla left. Should be good to go. Oh, I saw some question about, is that a official product? We are licensed to use the SRD, but not like the D&D full license. So that means we cannot use Forgotten Realms, for example. We cannot use like most of the official subclass like Battle Master or even Artificer. Like some people are asking us, hey, can we have Artificer?
Okay.
We're like, no, that's not part of the SRD. So
yeah.
And the reason is because it's very expensive. So there you get it.
Yeah.
Still in the fight, my friend.
That makes sense.
Big license, big money.
Solasta, Evo, Malmis.
Oof, another crit, another 17.
Very nice. 17 is perfect. It's my favorite number, so keep going.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is there like a reason behind that? What's the lore?
So the lore is my birthday is on the 17th of January.
Oh.
And I just made it my favorite number because of that.
Yeah, well, that's as good as a reason as any, I guess.
Yeah. We got a gorilla pelt here.
Yep. I'm just gonna revert shape because running around in wolf form. I think we can do a long rest. That's gonna... Yeah, because we even level up.
Yeah,
here.
we level up. Okay, the game is telling me that I already did a long rest today.
It's okay. We can wait. It's gonna skip ahead.
So is like, because there's time passing, right? But is that an issue?
Yeah. That's not an issue. At some point we thought about it and we were like, do we add like time, time constraint to some quest or something? And we had a lot of people saying, I prefer playing at my own pace. And it's like, yeah, well, that's true. I mean, it's a single player game. There's no reason to force people to go on.
Yeah, okay.
Emile sounded slightly disappointed by that explanation. Not at all.
Oh, yeah, that's the explanation. I can't change it.
I mean, like, you could ask me, like, why do you like blue or something? I would be unable to tell you why. It's just like, I don't know. I like it. That's all there is.
Yeah, right?
So...
if I were pizza, what pizza would I be? Definitely pineapple.
Ooh, that's something we're not going to agree on. Pineapple pizza is... Well... I actually, I've actually overcame my hatred for the pineapple pizza. Now I'm okay with it. It's not something that I would order
wouldn't
myself.
Get it, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, I used to be really like anti pineapple pizza. I used to be very snobby about food, and as I grew up, I was like, "What's the point of being an asshole to people who like other things than I like?" So let people just eat what they want.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm also a picky eater, but I don't shame other people for eating whatever they want. So
I think it kind of comes with the fact that French people and it's like, oh, high cuisine, woo, and all that kind of thing. So I was like, well, grow up, just stop being an asshole, just let people eat.
True.
I'm gonna get some moonbeam, flaming spheres.
We're level 3 already, so now we can choose cool things.
Yeah, you can.
Let's
So, yeah, I see on the stream you have passive. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to let you read. I'm not going to backseat that one.
All right, so there's a primal path for my Berserker. We've got Path of the Berserker. Well, I get Frenzy, or Path of the Claw, with Dragon Ancestry, but then I choose a type of dragon as my ancestor. Chat, do you remember, did I pick Draconian as a language for the dwarf? Because now I don't know, but that would have been cool. Is this... Yeah, so the... What's it? Path of the Claw is a subclass that comes with the Lost Valley DLC. Indicated by that icon here. Path of the Magebane with Warcry. Or Path of the Stone. While raging, I gain temporary HP. I do like the rage, and I've been raging in every fight. Kiri rage emote. I turned Draconic off. I don't remember now, because I spent a lot of time thinking about the languages. Is there an ice dragon? Okay, that is a good point. There's a cold dragon. Okay. I mean, we are Snow Dwarf. I need to take the Path of the Claw, and obviously we come from the silver, the cold dragon. That makes sense. So while raging, I gain a +1 bonus to AC and resistance to the damage type of my draconic ancestor. I'm not sure how that works, like dwarves coming from dragons, but I'm not going to question it. It's fine.
I mean, dragons can shapeshift, so they can mingle.
But if you're a dragon, do you want to be a dwarf? Like, do you want to shapeshift into a dwarf?
I mean, that's what we said earlier. Don't king shame, right? don't shame food. Don't shame.
Yeah, no, true, absolutely. We have a question here. Can I look at my character sheet while I'm in the level up menu? To, for example, look at my languages that I picked.
I don't believe so. That's actually a good point.
So that would be nice. Because now I'm just caught up on this. I need to roleplay this right. So do I pick the dragons? Do I speak the language already, or?
I mean, the lore behind that is that you descend from a clan that used to have roots with dragons, but maybe you haven't learned to speak dragon.
Yeah, possibly.
Like, I am Chinese by origin, but my Chinese is complete garbage. So
true. Not everybody has to speak it. The paladin can also pick something. An oath, a sacred oath. Devotion, then we get different spells. I don't want to read all of this now and hold everything up. The Oath of the Motherland. Terma, I actually looked at that earlier, though. Oath of Judgment. But we decided earlier on Motherland. Good. Now I got spells for the Oath. Okay, we're gonna try this. I don't have a free hand for this.
Yeah,
oh, no.
Spell casting as a paladin is a bit finicky because you are usually having your shield in one hand, your sword in the hand.
Yeah.
And there are some spells that ask you to have like a spare hand. So technically on tabletop, a lot of people say, I drop my sword, I cast a spell, I pick up my sword. It's kind of like,
cheesing.
Yeah, I mean, in this game, you can do that too by, you have two weapon configurations. So you can have one configuration with like sword and shield. The other was sword with nothing or shield with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be a little bit tedious to go back and forth. And usually, like I said, with the paladin, it doesn't really matter too much because most of the spells you're gonna smite instead.
All right, good.
Okay, let's get to the Verdant Valley.
Yeah, let's go. Can we grab a spare hand from a fallen enemy? Sure, let's just pick up a gorilla hand, right? There are lots lying around.
And that's actually a good point. There's a lot of people who've been kind of turned off by this little detail of being kind of complex. You can absolutely turn them off in the options. So since we're in multiplayer right now, we cannot change like the custom settings, but you could go into single player, change the custom settings, save, and then load again in multiplayer, and you'll have those. So you could turn off spell casting, needing hands or needing voice, or needing even items and all that.
Oh, that's okay.
So you are going to be traveling to the valley, which is on the left of the screen.
Oh yeah, right.
I see you staring at the merchant.
I'm just looking at it and wondering what. Thank you. See, that will be Curie difficulty, where I'm staring at this and I have no clue what I'm about to do.
To be fair, normally the camera is supposed to move over to valley just to tell you that we have to travel there.
Okay.
I don't think it happened, or maybe we're too busy talking.
Yeah, I didn't notice it. Well, I don't know. Could have happened. I don't remember. So we're going to travel for 1 day, and there is 1 long rest required, which we've already done, but that's okay. We'll just take another rest, I suppose. Orc hunting party. Hostile creatures are nearby, but Breck has managed to spot them. What will we do? Ambush.
So that's choice is yours. We can either hide or we can ambush them.
I want to ambush them. Have we?
All right.
We've healed up, right? Because we rested after the fight.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Okay. I'd like to ambush them. You finished the game with a paladin not knowing that. Your spells were staring back at you like, you're gonna use me soon. Well, I think you've earned just not like an in-game achievement, but like an honorary achievement for that. Well done. If you traveled back to the campsite the first time, I would have done so too, if Emile hadn't said anything. what? Dire wolves and orc beastmasters. My poor half orc has to fight orcs now.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, so we have 3 archers, 1 wolf. I am actually going to... Wait, there's 2 wolves? Where's the second one? Oh, it's over there. All right. I'm going to put a danger zone. Oh, no, actually, I shouldn't do that because the archer's just gonna kill us if we do this. So I guess I'm just gonna use this. Let's see. Move here.
Is that a high ground mechanic?
There's not. There's not. Let's see if I can catch more of them. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to get the perfect angle.
Okay.
Not managing to so far.
Yeah, take your time.
God damn it. I just can't get it right. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do that here.
We can use the NPC as meat shield, yes.
Yes, we can.
I don't think they have to survive.
Oh, they're surprised too. I forgot about that. I should have just run in.
Right, because we ambushed them.
Yes.
Well, let's go then. Do we eventually find out how many HP the enemy has? Like, if we fought them before, do we then...
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
So you remember the bestiary thing, right?
Yeah, I do.
So whenever you encounter enemies, or actually, yeah, whenever you kill enemies, you will do a roll at the end. And if you scroll back up, like the combat log that you have on the top right, you'll see that before we got the experience from the gorilla, you have Wolf has increased the bestiary knowledge of gorilla to studied 2. And
yes, I see that.
And if you open the journal on the bottom right, there's a tab which is called bestiary, and you can see what enemies we faced so far and the actual HP for some of them. Like the skeleton we actually discovered, the ghoul we actually discovered.
Oh, that's so cool. I really like this.
And you can click on them to get like the model as well. So we can see that the most we have right now is like a knowledge level of... I have a 3 out of 4 for the zealot for some reason, which is one of the bugs. But yeah, every time we face them, we can get 1 more roll and uncover more information.
Yeah. I really like this.
Okay, back to
back to the fight. My who was that? Rhubarbara missed, unfortunately.
Oh, I didn't get
so much for that.
So I am going to... Should I buff? I'm going to buff. So Rhubarbara, you're gonna go on the front line as well, and you're gonna...
Solasta, Abbio, Viribe.
Nice, thank you. Thank you very much for the 100 bits, Nick.
Monica and I hosted
and welcome
a friend
back.
of hers for lunch. We are now a little pissed. It's awesome. How is the co-op going?
The co-op is going well, thank you for asking.
It's such a good representation of D&D as a game.
That was a long text to speech. But it's really fun. So Emile here is the community lead for Solasta, and has answered questions and just explained more about the game and the D&D system, and just it's really fun. I'm enjoying this a lot. And now I'm raging again. It's perfect.
Lucky?
How much RP is in the game? Do you mean just role-playing Oz method?
If you mean about this... Oh, sorry, about... Go ahead.
Yeah, like, I mean, you can role-play as much as you want, right? And also, Emile said earlier that you can kill NPCs if you'd like to do that. So, if you want to play an evil run, you could do that too. Not sure if that answers the question.
I mean, if the question is about the story itself, we have to be honest, you know, like the way we do storytelling is fairly simple. There's like, you know, cutscene and all, but we don't have like a huge production to make really like super in-depth characters and all that. And there's also one restriction, which is due to every character being voice acted, that we cannot just add like infinite amount of characters. That's actually something that came to kind of bite us in the butt, and that we're, you know, trying to think about for future games. Do we actually do that? Because nowadays, like, you know, when we want to add like a new NPC, or we want to have an NPC have a little bit more depth, we can't really do that because every time we have to add something, we have to do like lines.
Yeah.
And that's like super expensive. Not only because like, you know, voice acting is expensive, but as you remember, I said like you need to go to a studio.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, you like, you know, we usually do the recording in one session, so like everyone goes to the recording studio and it saves cost. But let's say you realize, oh crap, this NPC is missing like 3 lines. What do we do? Do we actually ask the guy to come back and to record just 3 lines and just, you know, book the recording session for that?
Yeah.
Or do we just say, you know what, screw that, you know, the lines are not going to be in and too bad about it. So that's also one of the reasons why full voice acting can sometimes go against you.
I understand, but I have to say an RPG that's fully voice acted is amazing. It's just we're so much more fun to play, and especially stream.
I think that's a good thing. I just feel like, you know, maybe some secondary characters didn't need all the...
What is this?
And that's a dead wolf. Those are like the...
I got an achievement for that. Kill an enemy during their turn. Are there thorns? Oh yeah, there are thorns. I like that. They're a bit stupid though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not programmed to take this too much into account. They know it's a danger zone, so they try to get out of it. But because of that, they just die by walking over it.
I like it. Yeah, sorry, they're sad puppy noises. We're killing dire wolves right now.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
Sad puppy noises.
Emile said earlier that the story of the base game is more linear, and the story of the DLC, the Lost Valley DLC that we're playing right now, is more open.
Oh, I see someone talking about AI-generated voices. We tried to do some research about that at the start of the project. It didn't really turn out to be too... You know, the quality of the voices were still way too robotic. We do see sometimes people using that, but usually it's just to, you know, kind of like mimic one character. Let's say they take Witcher 3 Geralt, but Geralt has already like tons of voice lines.
Yeah.
So the AI can already use those to generate a voice similar to it. And that's not something that you can do with like a project starting from nothing, or maybe you can, but we haven't managed to do it and have it still sound good. At some point we even wanted to do that for the Dungeon Maker. So I don't know if you know about the Dungeon Maker, Kiri.
What do you mean?
Does that ring a bell? The Dungeon Maker, does that ring a bell to you or not?
No.
So Solasta have a Dungeon Maker, which is a kind of like a tool to create your own little dungeons and campaigns.
Oh yeah, I read in the brief about it, but like I haven't tried it or anything.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Like it's just for those who really like to do that.
Yeah.
And we thought at some point, hey, what if we actually try to do AI voices, but just for the Dungeon Maker? So just so that the NPCs aren't silent. Who knows? Maybe in the future, could be cool. But so far, the voices sound so weird that we're kind of like, maybe just no sound would be better at this point.
Yeah. So Shula suggested that you could go the Disco Elysium route and have no voice acting until it's completely finished, and then voice everything.
That's a that's like it's not a bad idea. It's just it's a very risky one, right? Because when you do voice acting, the reason you do it is also because it might sell more, right? Because people are more interested. So you're pretty much saying, okay, let's just do it as if we didn't need voice acting. And what the thing about the Disco Elysium did, which was crazy and really good, is that even though they already sold a lot, they decided to spend a lot of that money to do voice acting. So it's kind of like a thank you gift for the community, which is great. I love those devs doing that. But at the same time, it's also like this money could have gone to the next project that they're working on, right?
True.
So it's kind of a win-more situation where it's like, oh, well...
Walk it off.
I lost my concentration here. So yeah, not what I'm meaning to say is not every dev would do that, and I'm really grateful about like the devs of Sorry, I'm kind of losing my train of thought while trying to play at the same time.
But yeah, no, you're right. So definitely not every dev should do that and can do that as well. But yeah, I really like that there's voice acting already in the game. That makes it better, in my opinion.
Automation will take all the jobs. Yes. Voice acting will no longer exist.
But voice acting.
Oh. That's actually a fun thing to think about. Like voice acting, I also love Japan a lot, and anime and games from Japan.
Solasta.
And voice actors over there have like a lot of recognition.
Yeah.
Which is not so much the case in the Western industry,
Not
where
really.
voice actors are often not even credited, which is crazy.
But I've heard that they don't really get paid much.
True, as well. They
Because
don't get recognized.
everybody
as well.
wants it in radio, everybody wants to do it, then they get recognition, but the pay is apparently bad.
Yeah, I was following one voice actor on Twitter, and he was actually he had like some lead roles in some anime, which is like actually some very famous one as well. And even then, he's saying, to survive, I'm also doing advertisement on the side. I'm doing like audiobook, and I'm like, well, that's crazy. Like considering he's one of the main cast in some big anime, how could he not be able to live from just that? So yeah, gaming industry people, if you go in there, be prepared to not be paid the greatest, and be prepared to fight for those kind of things.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is not my case. I'm paid very well, and I'm very happy with my job. So.
That is good. That is good.
I just wanted to mention, just before someone says, hey, just start paying your dev better.
So this is the only enemy left, right? That Orc Beastmaster who's running away?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
So we just need to clear him up and
run after then.
Blink twice if you need help. I'm very much fine. Don't worry about it.
Hoo, thank you very much for the resub. Thank you for 2 months. Welcome back.
Solasta, Oli, Malmis.
Failure. But that was a fail from the Orc, right?
From the what?
The Orc just failed the roll.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's it now. We'll kill you.
Not bad,
Never mind. That was
Yeah.
not a kill. Mighty
Almost
Rav,
dead.
thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Hello. Thank you. I hope you had a great stream. We are playing Solasta right now. For a sponsorship, we're checking out the new DLC, Lost Valley. And I've got a developer here with me, Emile, who's the community lead, answering questions. If you have questions about the game, please feel free to ask. Welcome, hello. I forgot to end the turn again, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I'm just so used to games automatically ending the turn once I'm done. But then I suppose I could have still moved or something, so yeah.
Yeah, there's always a lot of things you could do, like opening your inventory or stuff like that. And
Yeah.
so we didn't want to. He's being an annoying dick right now. I just
Why do you keep running
time.
away? I mean, I guess I know why, because he's an archer, right?
Yeah,
Wants to stay at a distance. That's annoying. Oh, thank you, Mighty Raph. It is really good, yeah. So I kept away from it. I kept my distance because first it was an early access, and RPG's an early access. So we talked about this earlier actually, and yeah, I agree. So I wanted to play the finished version, but then also it didn't have multiplayer. But now it does because it had. Well, it just got an update that is free for the base game and the DLCs, where you can now play an online co-op. So that's why we're playing together. But also there's a new DLC. And so far I really enjoy it. Hey Grunark.
Took the loot. The question is, did I get anything interesting that you could use? I don't know if you can use a bow. I'm just gonna drag and drop it to the barbarian. Maybe that's gonna be useful.
Yeah, I don't know. So the barbarian is a snow dwarf, and they apparently are good with heavy crossbows. But I thought, like, RP wise, that's not a good combo.
Why you don't like the crossbow with dwarves?
No. I mean, dwarves have to have axes for me.
Oh yeah, true, but
I suppose like
they could
in
still
the
use a crossbow.
second, yeah, I suppose.
I actually envision dwarves as kind of like if they were to go to war, kind of like legionaries, so ranks of crossbows and axe and shield and stuff like that.
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Yeah. Each person needs the base game for co-op, but not the DLC. Only the host needs the DLC. But the game is also... So first of all, it's on sale right now. The base game and the first DLC, but also it's available on Game Pass, the base game.
Yep.
We're resting here now, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Verdant Valley. Well, here we are.
Okay, now the moment of truth. I saw one streamer among everyone who streamed the game having terrible stream performance when entering Verdant Valley. I just hope it's not the case.
All right, let's see. So far I'm doing all right. New haircut, just slightly shortened again and re-dyed, re-blued. But my mother-in-law made this really cool design here. Very proud of it. Okay, I'm gonna click any key.
Well, still no sign of civilization.
I remember Galar saying, "Oh, you're too green for the Badlands."
Stop whining. We're alive.
Think we can still find this Marin Ving?
I say if we can get out of here, we just forget him and go home.
Where's home though? Because my dwarf ran away from home. Actually wrote a short backstory.
That's the point of D&D.
Yeah,
Okay.
right? Which is really funny because I don't enjoy D&D that much as an actual pen and paper tabletop thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I don't know. I like it way more on the computer. It doesn't really make sense, but I don't know.
I mean, it's convenient as well, right? On computer, because for the tabletop one, you do have to organize a lot of things to make it happen.
True. And also here, I see my character and I see every other character, and it's just...
Oh, true, that as well,
So
yes.
I have the visual there, and I think that's what I need. Yeah, graphics, right? It's probably what I need.
True. Not everyone has enjoys in trying to imagine everything and picture that in their head.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. So
Just have a short tutorial here about objects, but we've already encountered those objects already, like just movable objects and stuff.
yeah.
Look for Marin Ving still. Okay.
I'm just gonna make sure that the performance are not completely crashing your computer on the stream. It seems okay to me.
No, I'm alright. I've missed a couple frames here, but it's still 0%, so...
Alright,
We're
all good then. Yeah, I really hope it's like an isolated case where... Because I saw one streamer really had like issue and he had to turn the shadows off to make it like work. Because it wasn't lagging on his computer, but the stream was dying and I was like, I don't know what the hell's happening.
I see.
You don't mind being on
I had that issue... Okay, chat is not complaining, that's good. I had an issue with a different game and I realized that it was actually an OBS thing because the game was very demanding. It was Warhammer 3, but I used game capture. And for whatever reason, that made it super laggy on stream, but not for me. So I then switched to desktop capture, and then it worked. So if you encounter that again, or you talk to the streamer again, you could tell them.
Yeah, that might be the reason why like all his friends didn't have the problem and only he did.
I mean, now I'm using game capture too. Oh, I am dropping frames though. Is it noticeable, chat? Solasta's co-op now, yes. Oops.
More tracks.
I ran through a poison whatever.
I'm a bit lost to be honest because like
yeah, they can see it a bit,
is
alright.
Pretty sprawling, so.
So I'll swap to display capture. And we'll see if that makes it better or not.
Just to reassure you that the other guys really had like insane problem. It was like not even. It was like PowerPoint presentation. So I was not talking about like that kind of a small performance. This level we know has some performance issues, so we're working on like optimizing it. Like even for non-streamers, there were people saying, "Oh, whoa, I'm starting to lag," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, true, okay."
Yeah, so we noticed it a bit. Yeah, I have the same problem. So it's slightly better now that I moved to display capture, but I still have a bit of frame issues.
All right.
It's not too bad though. Hi, Eulogy Master. Thank you.
Where are we going? Let me open the map.
Oh yeah,
again.
I wanted to talk about the co-op. So there was a free update for base game and the DLC that introduced online co-op. So you can play with friends or with strangers. Also, Emile earlier said that there is a Discord server and people can just find other players to play with there. Emile, by the way, community lead of Solasta. It's on Game Pass, and only the host needs a DLC. But also there is now a new DLC. Check it out! !Solasta. I found a scroll of find traps and a candle.
Right after walking into a trap, right?
Yeah, that was great. Probably should have picked that up earlier. Sorry, I pinged again. Ugh.
I think it's this way, like where I am right now. I'm not really sure, but
Yeah, seems like it. There's still so much loot to pick up. I found gold. Well, 1 gold, but...
I see 8 here saying, "Hi, there's frame drop. I have the same problem. I don't know why." It's just the reason why is simple. Is this level is not as well optimized as the other levels. It's kind of demanding with all the palm tree and vegetation and wind and all that. So we need to make a few checks to see like if there's anything we can improve there.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see that you're on the other side of
yeah, I'm just still here because there's so much to pick up.
That's the curse of the RPG. Just loot everything.
Yeah, that's true. You don't know when you need it and if you need it at all, but you just carry it with you. Although there's encumbrance, so that's... Yeah. But at some point I'm going to stop picking up things.
Actually, you are encumbered. I don't know what you have on your, but...
Oh, I am?
Oh, you...
Wait.
Yeah, you. I think you should drop the breastplate. The breastplate is not useful, and we do have like a mechanic in this game where you have something called the scavengers, and well, in this one, the forge. And the forge just picks up everything you leave behind and sells it, and then you get a portion of the money. So that you don't have to loot all the like armors and heavy stuff and just be like, I don't want to lose loot. And anything that's not magic, you just drop on the ground and you're like, done.
That's so nice. Wait, can I double wield axes?
You can actually, but well, actually you can. Yeah, it's a legit build. You could dual wield axes.
Ooh.
Although those are light. Yes, so you can.
Yeah, so I'll use it as a secondary.
Oh wait. Weapon is not light, preventing you from. Yeah, so you need to have 2 light axes. Like
exactly.
This one.
Yeah. So I moved it to my secondary thing. And then I'm just gonna throw out a lot of stuff that I picked up because I picked up a lot. Okay, good.
I see people saying, "Loot goblin failsafe." Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
It's actually a very good point because you know how that when you play D&D, for those of you who do play D&D on tabletop, you don't usually say, "I'm going to grab all the armor that are on the fallen enemies and just move around in town with all my 15 armor in my backpack," right?
Yeah.
So we just decided that we wanted to avoid having this kind of issue as well on the video game, and the way that everyone just loots 15 daggers instead of letting them on the ground. So we just said, okay, you don't want to miss any loot, I understand, but we don't want you to carry over like half of the armory of anywhere you visit. So
I think that's a great compromise. I really like that. Welcome back, Grey Fox. What'd you miss? We fought bears, ghouls, zombies, discovered secret entrances, stole keys, fought gorillas.
Whoa, actually gorillas are there too.
gorillas. There you go. And we made it to the Lost Valley. We need to get out. Oh, are we out already? Because we traveled here.
No, the Lost Valley is basically this like kind of huge valley that we're in.
All of it, okay.
All the adventures takes place in that. It's a very large place. It's just that it's surrounded by mountains and we can't get out.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you start running in front, you'll see that there's enemies.
Yes, I'm on the way. Is this wait? Is this the front? Yes, I came from here. Okay.
Yep. Actually, if you hover and you click on the enemy's character on the top, actually, never mind. I tried to do that and it doesn't do anything.
I tried earlier and it didn't do anything, but now it actually worked. I clicked on the Badlands Ape, the first one.
Oh, maybe it's because
and
it's
we
your
moved
turn.
There.
Yeah, maybe it's because it's your turn.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So it does work. Oh, that's good to know. Because I was wondering about that earlier. Good. Also, I'm not healed up. I just realized that.
Oh, you can use
fine.
You can use your potion, just in case.
Potions. Who uses potions? I might need it later.
Oh yes, the hoarder mentality.
Yeah, I do have a spell though for healing, so I might just be able to heal myself with a paladin.
I'm just gonna use aid again just to beef you up a bit. Oh wait, never mind. It's a bit too far. I just moved too far. So there we go. Aid on you, on the Rabarbara, and on Laren, who's gonna go.
Solasta, Appio, Viribe.
There we go.
Awesome, thank you.
And that's me again. Okay,
So
I'm not gonna cheese again with the spike growth because they're all gonna die running into the spikes if I do that.
But it was fun.
That I can imagine.
So the co-op is for 4 people, right? So that each person could play one character.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay, so how does this work? I think I have prepared... Never mind. Oh, wait. Here are the spells. But I don't have a free hand. No? I can switch my weapon sets. Here we go. Cast spell. Heal wounds.
Misaye, Evo, Cure.
I could have been better, but what's good. I did it. Yeah, there are a lot of gorillas here. True. It'll be okay though. I lost my mouse. There it is. We just need to get a bit closer now.
Oh Lord, he's coming.
They look a bit bigger now than the ones before. Yeah, that's the small one. Oh, because that's a Badlands ape and not a gorilla. You see. I'll rage. My favorite thing to do as a barbarian. No!
Next time, I swear.
I missed. Emile, did you voice act anything in the game?
No. We didn't voice act anything. Fun fact, I know one of the lead programmer had to do that in one of his previous job.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't do that.
Right.
I guess it's because, like I said, like we would probably do it, but it's just you need to go to the studio and like we don't own a studio ourselves.
Of course. So you have to rent it and yeah.
the thing is, even if we were good voice actor, I think the biggest issue is just like the audio quality would not be there because we don't have like professional microphone at work or anything. So
yeah,
it would sound really bad, like we're talking from the toilets or something.
But I have to say, your mic is really good.
Oh yeah, this one is because I invested in one because I am taking singing lessons. So I actually bought a good mic.
Oh, nice.
But it has nothing to do with work. So
Yeah,
that's
okay,
my own
good.
money.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's very clear. I can hear that. If you don't want to talk about voice acting, or then just tell us. But Todd is a voice actor. Is asking, how do you do the casting?
No, it's actually fine. Because like it's also interesting to share about like how we do things in the background. So big disclaimer, like the way we do things isn't necessarily representative of how other companies do. So don't take it as like, oh, that's how video game works, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in our case, we don't have, like I said, we're like a small studio, so we don't have really like too much time to do a lot of things ourselves. So for everything that's audio, we don't have like an audio department. We have audio partners, which are G4F. And G4F basically is doing everything that has to do with the sound. Is the ape stuck? Yeah, I think the ape is stuck for some reason.
Yeah, looks like it. It hasn't moved.
Poor ape. Yeah, we'll have to check that. But yeah, so they're doing the audio. So they're not doing the music themselves, but they put us in contact with some musicians. So for example, what we do is we say, hey, here are our references. Like we want kind of music that sounds a little bit like, I'm gonna say something like, Lord of the Ring or King Arthur, or you basically give them example, and then they go ahead and say, okay, so we have like a few composer we know we can reach out to. Here are some of the things they did in the past, and then we do some tests with them, like like one track, and we can listen to it and we're like, oh yeah, that kind of sounds good. We like that. Oops, went through the ray.
I got an achievement for it, and the achievement is called Worth It. There you go. It was worth it.
So that's for the composer, and for the voice actor is kind of the same, but even less, let's say, in depth. Or gameplay director is also doubling up as, or kind of like, sorry, how to say that? Like casting director. So he's going to have the partner, the G4F. Give them, like, they send us like a huge amount of samples from different people, and we don't know the name of the people, those people. We just know that they are working with the G4F. Mm-hmm. So we just say, hey, voice A male, voice C male, voice D male is kind of good. We want these guys, and then we just, the day of the recording, they bring everyone in, and we have like this huge file with what everyone has to say. And they go over those lines, and with different variation. I just stuck. I'm kind of blocking myself with this. I can't really move onward without killing. Yeah.
Just stay here then, because I can heal you with a paladin.
Oh, actually, I can hit someone. I'm just gonna do that. Yep, that's a hit.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, you're going to move this beam away from us. All right. Just stop killing the allies. And there we go.
Nice.
So yeah, when it comes to voice acting, we really, unless we have like one guy we really want, for every other voice actor, it's basically like a smoke screen for us. We don't really know who we're working with. Like we don't really know the names or anything. It's just here's the price, here are the voice sample. Tell us which one you like. Okay, then we're gonna assign voice A to this guy, voice A to that guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's kind of sad because it's kind of like you don't know who you're working with, unlike with other partners. It's something that I personally kind of dislike because it just it makes them faceless workers in our eyes, and that's not cool.
True, but you said you're a small studio, and I kind of agree with Todd there. It seems like, from what I know from other studios as well, it's just normal that you do that at that stage. Yeah, unless you're a big studio and then you just pick the voice actors you want, right? Because you know them probably already.
I mean, we do that for sometimes for like 1 or 2 characters, right? Like if let's say we have the villain and we want someone really cool to play the villain, then we could go ahead and ask G4F, hey, could you put us in contact with, like, you know, the agent of that guy?
Yeah.
And usually they try, and then we see the price, and we're like, okay, well, never mind, because it's really too expensive. Like it goes from cheap to impossible to pay.
Yeah,
and
that makes sense.
So yeah. Oh, he's not stuck. He was just hanging around behind the bushes.
Just waiting, yeah. I forgot to heal you, by the way.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Which is great, because I said, don't worry, I can heal you. And then I moved too far, and then I couldn't go back again.
No, I think your paladin should just focus on just starting to kill down the gorillas. I can heal myself in the back.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Good.
But yeah, even though it's normal and that's what a lot of companies do, it's just that I would really like to have the names of the people that we're going to select, like instead of voice A, voice B, right?
Yeah.
I guess the reason why they do that is also because they don't want us to, you know, kind of get the contact and just go over like say, hey, well, you know, instead of like, now that we know the name, we can contact them directly. But yeah. There we go. That's a
very good.
Oh wait. Actually, I'm getting no. I'm wrong because I just got pinged by the casting director. We do know the names and the nicknames. It's just that I do not know them because I'm not working closely enough to them.
Ah, okay.
So scrap that. It's actually okay. No worries.
That's good then.
Yeah. It's actually I'm happy to be wrong on this one.
Hello, casting director.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true though. That is cool. I can't quite make it there, but I'll just run forward. Wait, do I have a spell for this? I have spells. A cone of
fire. I forgot to heal myself again. I'm an idiot.
It happens.
Another victory.
Anybody wants grilled gorilla?
Roasted ape.
Yeah.
Yum.
Okay. So, I hope I can stand here. No, I cannot. Damn! Because the NPC died now.
Well, yeah. The NPC don't get to get death saving throw.
I thought... Okay. It wasn't quite clear to me how much the area of effect, like how big the area of effect is.
It's quite large. It's 3 out of like 3 times 3, so...
It's alright. It happens. Did you miss again? I can't believe it. Well, there is that.
Let's see that. I can use a... Actually, I'm just going to...
Grey Fox is saying, hello, casting director. I'd like to be dead person 3, please. Oh, how do I like the barbarian? I do like it, and I like the rage as well, but I've noticed that fighting against the direwolves and also the Badland apes, I miss a lot. But I suppose that's got to do with...
Oh, that's just RNG. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That's nothing to do with your class here.
But yeah, no, the barbarian is fun so far. I like it. Usually I go for a ranger or a rogue. But I like the choices I've made here.
Oh, you're still with your javelin, by the way.
I know.
Well, I mean, it
works. It works too, yeah. Yeah, because I used the cone of fire earlier. To try that out.
True. Oh, wait. Before you move, I'm just going to cancel this because otherwise
that'd be great. Otherwise, I'm gonna run into it again.
Yeah, I've seen some streamers just kill their party after the combat because of that. It's like, oh crap.
that would be a thing that I would do, yeah. All right.
Okay.
Switching to sword and shield.
By the way, if we're running out of time, just don't hesitate to tell me because like I do not know your timing and all that, so I don't want to keep you.
We've just exactly on 2 hours now, but let's just where are we right now?
I mean, I can continue if you want to. I just don't want you to feel forced because you have a dev to be like, you know.
Yeah. Let's just loot here still, and then I don't know how long that region is.
Oh, the region is very large.
Oh, okay,
so
okay, never mind.
yeah.
Did you loot the stuff on the ground already?
I already did because
Okay,
I'm a
good.
loot goblin. I completely forgot about this.
Yeah, no, we all are. It's an RPG. We have to loot everything.
I hoarded everything. All the pelts are mine.
That's all right.
I don't-
Oil of acuteness. Do we get any loot
Oh, you
from?
actually got loot here.
Yeah, up there. Oh, you're over there. Okay. Do we get loot from the NPC that I killed?
I do not believe so. No.
Okay.
Can I please get your armor? Oh wait, actually, you do. There is a armor on the ground.
See?
I just didn't pick it up.
We've got 4 more hours to go. I'm afraid not. No, because I need to get dinner now. But we've got like a couple more minutes. Scroll true seeing and comprehend languages.
Oh, that's good too.
Nice. Although I think, with the group that we've got right now, we know a lot of languages.
I think we do have a lot of languages covered. Yeah.
What's this? No, it was not planned that I killed that person.
Yes, I get to get the loot.
This gate
Oh, I didn't see that there were stairs. There's a new quest now, but we should probably stop before that quest.
Yeah, I mean, this quest is actually pretty far.
Okay.
Like you would need to find 2 keys, and a lot of people are having trouble finding second key, which is actually something that we talked about in house, and we're like, okay, maybe we should make it a bit simpler to find a second key because it's a whole area that's locked behind it.
I found a moonflower. Very nice. Okay, well, I'd say I save then.
Yeah. That's a good place to
I'm
end.
just gonna call it stream. Yeah, we finished the battle, so that was good. And we made it. Is there a world map that I can see, or is it just the region?
Yeah, the world map you can get when you leave the area, but in this one, you still need to find some other things before we can leave. But yeah, just to let you know as well, the save file is not linked to multiplayer. It's like you can load a single player file in multiplayer, or you can load a multiplayer file in single player.
Okay.
I don't think you would need to continue with this file, but in the case where you, I don't know, like the party and you want to keep on going and play yourself, that's a possibility. Although I think you would rather play with your, friends, and that would be better to restart from scratch.
Yeah, and we're probably going to start with the base game as well.
Exactly.
But if I were to continue playing now without you, would I have your 2 characters there as well, or do I just pick your character?
You cannot replace the characters because the way it works is that the save is basically the party.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you save, you will always keep on having the same party. You just say, hey, for example, let's say you're friends and you pick up on this save. You will just say, okay, I assign the barbarian to you. I will take the sorcerer to you, and the druid will be that guy. So it's just that every time you can just say who plays who, but you cannot change the party itself.
Yeah. All right, that makes sense. Chat, do you still have any questions for Emile about the game? Or about tactical adventures? I'll give you a bit of time, and that ghost town is not a question, that is not accepted. Keep up the good work. Well, there's that.
Thank you.
And I have to agree with that because that was really fun. And yes, you're paying me to play this game, but chat, you've heard how honest Emile is about everything and the bugs and frame rate drops in this. But first of all, we haven't found a lot of bugs, right? But also, he told me earlier that if I don't like something, I can also say that. But I had fun. I really enjoyed this, and I'm very happy that it has co-op now because now I actually want to play it. For me, RPGs, play on my own, I just don't want to spend the time, but if I can do that with friends, then I think that's amazing. Okay, no questions. Yeah?
Yeah.
No?
The only question I see is what's for dinner, and
Yeah. I mean, what's for dinner for you?
No. I'm pretty sure Rainforest asked that for you.
You don't know that, it's chat. I made some soup. I'm gonna have soup for dinner.
Oh, that's very reasonable. I'm still debating with myself not to take a McDonald's or some junk food.
That's
Just craving.
good. But it's good. It's comfort food.
I'm craving junk food right now after the release, and I'm like, need greasy things.
Yeah, no, I understand. Well, thank you so much, Emile, for joining me and answering questions and giving us a lot of insight into the game, but also your developer studio and how this works. That was really great.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. It was really fun coming on stream and talking to you and to Chad and all that. It's always really nice to just try to connect with the people who play the game and also watch the game, because it's very easy for like companies to kind of distance themselves from their audience.
Yeah,
and it's always hard as like you try to be there, you try to be kind of like open and honest, but still a lot of people are going to doubt that because it's a company and not an individual. So streaming really helped with that, and we also do that from time to time, but it's kind of time consuming and we have like a lot of work. So when we can jump on the stream with another creator, it's always a lot easier for us. And thank you a lot for actually having me there.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm very happy to have you there. It was really fun and just nice hanging out with you. Where do we find those streams? Do you want to pull your plug?
Yeah, I mean, you can find them on like Twitch TV/Tactical Adventures, but it's really rare. Like we do at most once a month, and usually when we don't have like too much work on hand, so not like during release month or something.
Of course.
But we do sometimes hold those, and it's usually FAQ, relax, just chatting, and we don't even play much of the game because like a lot of people already played the game by that point. It's just a way to answer the questions, show a few things if people are asking, how does this work, how does that work? But yeah.
Nice, great. Yeah, so if you have any more questions eventually, then you can go over there and ask the questions when they stream again.
And if not, use your Prime sub.
True, absolutely, yes. And if you want to know more about the game, !Solasta, there's a panel below the stream as well. It is right now on sale, the base game and the first DLC, and the new DLC is not on sale, but it's also available, and it has online co-op, as you've seen. So there's that. Thank you again, Emile. Have a great evening. And it was really nice to meet you, but also hang out and play with you. Thank you for answering the questions again.
Sure.
And yeah, talk to you soon. Goodbye. All right. Chat. You're welcome, Todd. Don't worry about it. I was also interested about voice acting, how it works, how they do that. And I mean, it makes sense. They're a small studio. Voice acting is expensive. The people, the studio. So yeah, but maybe a cameo or something. Who knows? +1 to the devs to interact with the players. I should have seen that earlier, but yeah, no, that was really nice. I had a great time. It was fun for you too. I'm glad to hear that, Silver. That is great. Perfect. Well, we can find out more about the development of the projects. Yeah, so we said that, right? But there's also a Twitter that they've got. At TCT_adventures. So yeah, there is that. I hope you enjoyed this. You're not close to that. What? Close to what? Did I miss something? Oh, I know it's you. Yeah. So that's Emile. Thank you all. I'm gonna head out now, but I appreciate you all staying here with me and supporting, right? Checking out the game. Probably again, because by now you've probably heard of it, you've probably seen it, maybe played it as well. Oh, close to the voice acting, yeah. If I have to let you know, please do so. I would really like that, yes. That'd be nice. Good noms, even if it's only soup. It is grisnokkelsuppe though, that I made today. So it's self-made and it's really delicious. So that is all good. Right? That was Solasta. I can't promise you that I'm gonna play this again on stream, but it's not because I didn't like it. It's because I'm gonna play together with Mystery, FG, and Lex. We already said that we were gonna do that starting on Sunday. We're gonna start with the base game though, but sorry, this is not open for the public. So we're gonna do that super egotistically and just play that for our own enjoyment. It's horrible, right? It's horrible. How could we? But Yeah. Thank you so much. Is it on sale right now? Yes, it's on sale until the... Wait for it. The 21st. It is on sale until the 21st of April. It's really sad the music stops when I click out. Maybe I've missed a setting there. I know, playing games for myself. Ooh, how dare I? How dare I? No, it's not the buy thing, it's !Solasta. !Solasta, there is the link here. And then that will lead you to Steam. There you can find the sale for the base game, the first DLC. The new DLC, Lost Valley, is not on sale, but you can get it there too. Which adds subclasses, 9 subclasses, 1 for each class. The campaign maker. A campaign. Hello, Bob Bosby. I'm sorry, I'm just wrapping up now. But yeah. There you go. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. I hope you had fun. I'll be back again tomorrow, same time as today, 1 PM CST. And tomorrow we will play a game. A game, yes. I will let you know tomorrow what it is. It might be the last campfire. No, I think it's gonna be the last campfire. And now we go and read somebody. So grab the raid message. And if you're new here, you enjoyed the content, click the follow button if you haven't yet. If you have, then check out the Discord. Maybe you're interested in that. Or Twitter, Instagram, YouTube channel. Check it out. If you missed this and you just now coming in, you missed this, it will be up on YouTube as well in a couple days, I'm gonna say. There's also TikTok. True. And I'll see you tomorrow. Now we need to rate somebody. Let's see. About YouTube, I only have a short for you right now because Mystery makes my thumbnails and he's playing actual D&D right now with a group and he forgot about making a thumbnail. So I'm sorry, I don't have a video for you right now, but I'll have a short so that I'm gonna upload. It's better than nothing, right? You know what? Bellina from my stream team, Hudson Frequency, also has a sponsorship for Solasta right now that I actually didn't know of, and he's playing it right now. So we're just gonna raid Bellina here and check out what class he's playing and what he's doing for that. So we're gonna get some music going. Raid Bellina. Yeah, Mystery forgot about the thumbnail. Anyway, thank you again. I know the saying goodbye always takes a long time, but that's fine. I appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your day, your evening, and tomorrow we're gonna start the stream again standing up, which is really cool. So, yeah, thank you as well. Thank you for the support, the subs, the bits, the gift subs, for being amazing and kind and having great questions. That was really nice as well. I'm gonna go have dinner now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.